Animatronics. The technique of making and operating lifelike robots. My father works as an engineer and is also a fantastic animatronics creator. Drizzling. Rain lightly. Why are you acting like that? It is only drizzling outside right now. Promissory. Conveying or implying a promise, e.g., promissory note. Promissory note / AIA is surviving on promissory notes because he likely lost all her school money to gambling. Tuition. A sum of money charged for teaching or instruction by a school. He likely gambled away the money that was supposed to pay for her college tuition. Mortgaged. Convey a property to a creditor as security on a loan. In order to cover my wife's medical expenses, we even mortgaged this very house. Resentment. Bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly. Brother, I just want her to finally release all the deep resentment and pain she has held onto for years. Craving. A powerful desire for something. I am definitely craving my absolute favorite chocolate treat right now. Bribe. Persuade someone to act in one's favor by a gift of money. I am not a server working for your tips, Vilma, so do not try to bribe me. Restriction. A limiting condition or measure. I must remind you that we are following a strict dietary restriction and you cannot have sugar. Harsh. Cruel or severe. You really shouldn't be so harsh. Try considering how other people feel for a change. Sassy. Lively, bold, and full of spirit. Cheeky. You are acting incredibly sassy again and constantly bothering the older folks. Suitor. A man who pursues a relationship with a particular woman. I know a good guy, so do you want me to set you up with a suitor? Crush. A brief but intense infatuation for someone. Are you trying to use me? I thought you were the one who had a massive crush on him. Confide. Trust someone enough to tell them of a secret or private matter. Let me take a moment to privately confide a secret to you. Dandelion. A weed with yellow flowers and fluffy white seed heads. Since it is the middle of winter, how are we supposed to find a dandelion to make a wish? Disguise. A means of altering one's appearance or concealing one's identity. Blessing in disguise. AI insists that the bad situation was actually a blessing in disguise because it brought Phoebe to her. Filipina. A female native or inhabitant of the Philippines. Since you are both Filipina, you share the same cultural background. Resent. Feel bitterness or indignation at a circumstance, action, or person. I completely understand that you still deeply resent your father, especially since he just showed up here. Prolong. Extend the duration of. With his lottery winnings, he can finally pay for the medical treatments needed to prolong his life. Endorsed. Declare one's public approval or support of. Mr. Mike highly endorsed him, which is why he was sent over to us. Carer. A person who regularly looks after a sick, elderly, or disabled person. Sir, I am assigned to be your dedicated, full-time carer for the upcoming 6 months. Embarrass. Cause someone to feel awkward, self-conscious, or ashamed. I need to prepare properly so that I don't accidentally embarrass myself in front of everyone. Prednisone. A synthetic corticosteroid drug used primarily as an anti-inflammatory. The doctor confirmed that you need to start taking the prednisone medication immediately. Cytosine. A compound found in living tissue as a constituent base of nucleic acids. DNA/RNA. The medical report specifically mentioned a detailed analysis of cytosine levels. Abusive. Extremely offensive and insulting, engaging in violence. Please stop messing around, don't be stubborn, and definitely do not use abusive language. Conscience. An inner feeling acting as a guide to the rightness or wrongness of one's behavior. Are you returning now just to ease your guilty conscience before you pass away? Killjoy. A person who deliberately spoils the enjoyment of others. It hurts to hear, but it's true. Uncle thinks AIA acts like such a strict killjoy sometimes. Allergens. A substance that causes an allergic reaction. Please remove that dusty costume, as we do not know what kind of allergens might be on it. Loneliness. Sadness because one has no friends or company. I truly understand the heavy burden of intense sadness and deep loneliness when you are barely surviving. Systemic. Relating to a system, especially as opposed to a particular part. The test results indicate that your overall systemic inflammation has dangerously increased. Sober. Not affected by alcohol, not drunk. I am glad to see that you are finally completely sober and capable of thinking clearly.